Episode number 2 of Real Talk, where I just sit down unscripted and speak what's on my mind about topics that are in the finance world. I got a couple things that I want to go over today, starting with Kevin O'Leary reacting to Stephan's investment portfolio. There was something in that interview that really caught my attention, and that was when Kevin mentioned that he has over 30% of his net worth in cash. 30%, all right? His net worth is at around $400 million. That's $120 million in cash. And he said he has more than, so let's round that 120 up to 150. 150 million in cash. Think about this, right? Why would such a big investor with a big player right in the space have so much in cash, knowing very well that the more cash you hold, the more value that asset loses, right? The more value it loses over time due to inflation. So why would such a big player, such a big investor have so much in cash? My theory is that he knows what's coming. He knows about what I've been trying to communicate to you guys on my channel, is that there's a big correction coming, right? Specifically in the real estate market. And he also mentions that he's exited on a lot of his real estate. He's sold a lot of real estate, specifically commercial real estate. Now, guys, realize that it's what's coming, right? The real estate market is going to see a big correction within the next 3 years. Again, he mentions this in his video. In this interview, he says, I'm looking to see what happens in the next 36 months to see, where I'll be getting back in, right? So he sold his real estate, specifically commercial real estate, right? And he's ready to see what's going to happen in the next 3 years to buy back in. I'm telling you, there's a big correction coming in the real estate market. Now is not the time to be buying real estate at all. Now is the time to be acquiring cash, ready to buy in on this big correction.
I actually have more than 30% in cash.
Really?
Yeah. I've had some exits in real estate recently. I sold my commercial real estate, and I'm going to wait until I see what the economy looks like in 36 months to go back in. But as a result, I'm sitting on a ton of cash.
Now, why did he mention specifically commercial real estate? Because the way society is moving nowadays, what we're going to in the future is really online-based business, and any kind of business that has to do with technology, right? These traditional brick and mortar businesses, like owning, like for example, let's say he owned a couple of shopping centers. They're gonna die out a lot, especially in value over these next couple of years. One, with the hit that real estate is going to take, and two, with the realization, so many people realizing that everything's moving online, everything's going to be tech-based, and these traditional brick and mortar businesses just aren't going to be doing as good as they used to back in the day. So like I've been trying to tell you guys, there is a big correction coming in. If you have real estate now that you could sell, I mean, you should have sold a year ago, right? But if you can sell now, sell while you can, and be ready, have cash ready to be buying within the next 1, 2, or 3 years. He definitely knows, Kevin definitely knows what's coming. He's definitely advised very well on that, and he's got sources. He knows exactly what's coming. It's why he's sitting on so much cash. There's no reason such a big investor would be sitting on so much cash if they didn't know what was coming, if they weren't ready to make a very strong investment with that money. So you might be asking yourself, why would such an experienced and very good investor like Stephan have so much money tied into to one market, right, real estate, and not be it doesn't look like he's with interest of selling or taking back some of his position holdings in real estate. So why would he, if he's aware of what's coming, let's assume that he's aware of what's coming, why wouldn't he sell out? Because it's not part of his game plan. It's just not part of his investing strategy, not part of his philosophy, the way he looks at the real estate market. He's just focused on acquiring more and more and building up that monthly passive income. He's not necessarily trying to play it like play the markets, play the game like the big players. He's just trying to play it safe and continuously acquire more and more real estate, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But for those that are a bit more advanced in the investing world and that want to give a shot at these market cycles, these huge market cycles. And especially if you know that they're coming in advance, you definitely want to make investments and move some money around accordingly. So based off of what Kevin said in that interview and based off of just the vibe he was giving off, I'm pretty sure that he knows what's coming, and it just backs up my theory again on the fact that we're going to see a big market correction in real estate within the next 3 years. All right, so this next topic is something that has been on my mind for quite some time, and I definitely need to get this idea out to you guys. And it is that when people, right, because everybody wants to be rich. I don't, not everyone, right? The 90% of population or whatever, but the majority of people would like to be rich or at least financially free, just money being abundance, not have to worry about money at all, okay? So when people realize that they want to make a change in their level of wealth, level of, finances in their life, what do, right? They pick up on entrepreneurship, right? They say, all right, I'm going to make a little side hustle. I need to make myself another business. I need a second stream of income. They have certain goals, they have certain dreams, but what they put into action to reach these goals and dreams are not in exact correlation. They'll make changes in their lives. They'll start taking up on investing, on entrepreneurship, on thinking different, saving money, right? All of these things, these changes that they make in their life with the goal of wanting to build wealth, wanting to be a bit more financially stable, have some more income, more freedom, right, in life to be able to do all the different things they want to do without having to be worried about money. The problem is that they start doing all these external things when in reality, the foundation to building wealth and becoming successful, becoming financially free, becoming rich or a millionaire or however you want to say it, is your mind. You won't believe how important your mind is and your mindset is when it comes to building wealth and becoming successful. It is literally the foundation. It is absolutely necessary for you to get this locked in. I recommend for anyone that is interested in, building wealth, really becoming successful, to dedicate at least 6 months to a year of working on themselves, getting their mind right, because it isn't something you just tell yourself from one day to another, all right, boom, I'm gonna become a millionaire, and that's it. Everything in your life changes. It doesn't work like that. You need to work on yourself day in and day out, months on end, to really lock yourself into this new frequency, right? To this new wave, to this new way of living. You're trying to change things externally, but the foundation is crippled because you still have that scarcity mindset. You still have that, you just don't have the right mindset when it comes to building wealth and becoming successful. So you need to dedicate a very, extensive or extended period amount of time solely to working on your foundation, on your mind, your mindset, the way you think, your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your emotions. All of that is the foundation to your wealth building journey. Something you should definitely focus on during this time is finding your, I think a Chinese philosophy calls it an ikigai or whatever, something like that. But it's essentially finding your purpose. What is your purpose? Well, your purpose is a combination of something you like to do, something you're good at doing, something that the world needs, and something that you can be paid for. And once you know what your purpose is, you go all in. You focus on becoming the best version of that person, right? Of what your purpose is. You focus on becoming the best at it every single day, each and every day. Constantly leveling yourself up. Once you're in this stage, life flows a lot easier, especially when you're on this journey of building wealth. There won't be resistance. Things will just flow. You'll have a lot less complications, and money will just come your way. You'll be on a whole different level of trying to chase this money and trying to build a business from scratch and investing in all this stuff, when you need to work on your foundation first, on your mindset first. You shift everything, your entire world, everything changes once you shift your mindset from this scarcity mindset of running after money, chasing money, to you're on your purpose. Once you're on your purpose, it's for sure that money will flow to you. If you can find your ikigai, right, or whatever, and you're working on that day in and day out, you're focused on becoming the best at it every single day, money will flow to you. You have no need for money. You're not chasing money. You're just open to receiving money. You become successful first before becoming rich. Money comes later, but you need to you need to lock your foundation down first before anything else. That's it. It's as simple as that. The actual secret to building wealth, the secret to becoming rich, to becoming successful it's literally already in your possession. It's your mind. It's everything comes from your mind. Your mind can literally pave the road to your success, to your wealth building journey. The other day I was on a phone call with an old buddy of mine, and we were catching up. We haven't talked in a minute, and the conversation got onto the topic of Maseratis. We were talking about Maseratis, right? And we were talking about the doors or whatever, something like that. And then he goes, "Why are we even talking about Maseratis? It's not like I'm ever going to be able to afford one." And I laughed, and I instantly realized how people have such limiting beliefs in themselves, right? If you ever say something like that, if you ever truly believe something like that, I will never, have the money to be able to afford a car like that, you will never be at that point. It doesn't matter what investment you make, what business you want to get into. Having that mindset will completely limit you in life. You will never get to the point where you can afford a Maserati because you don't believe in it. You don't have that. It's not fathomable to you. It's not possible for you. In your mind, you don't believe that you either deserve it or that you can acquire the funds necessary for it, right? You need to completely shift that mindset. Okay, I don't preach materialistic things. This is just one example of that. We were talking about a Maserati, but it's it has to do with having that level of financial freedom to be able to buy yourself the luxury car or whatever you desire, right? Being detached from the need of these materialistic things in life, I completely preach that. You don't not have the need for these things, but just be in that position where money is in abundance, right? You just have that level of financial freedom. You cannot achieve that if you don't get your mindset right first. Which leads me into my last topic, that is money is not the goal, right? Always have that in mind. Money is not the goal, okay? Freedom is the goal. True financial freedom. So what do I define as true financial freedom? I have a word for it. I call it the 3 W's, right? You can wake up any day and do whatever you want, wherever you want, whenever you want. Okay, that to me is true financial freedom. That is the goal of becoming successful, of building wealth, becoming rich, a millionaire, whatever you want to call it. Okay, the goal is always that. That's what I like to preach. You can have whatever goals you want, but that is what I preach. I have no tie to this money nor these, the materialism, right? The materialistic things, wanting the nice car, the nice watch, the nice house. Those are all material things. It is the feeling of financial freedom, the feeling of being able to wake up and do literally whatever I want, and I have enough funds, enough passive monthly income to sustain any kind of lifestyle that I desire. That is what I define as true financial freedom, and that is what we're after. That is what I preach. I'm on a mission. I like to say that a lot. I'm on a mission, but that's my mission, right? Financial freedom, true financial freedom, not tied to all these materialistic things. Sadly enough, the world we live in nowadays, money is the tool necessary to achieve that feeling, that state of life, right? Financial freedom. Now, a big recommendation, if you haven't looked into cryptocurrencies yet, I say it in every video, definitely look into it. Right now, we're about to go into a bull market, about 14 months of a bull market. And if you aren't invested into crypto, if you aren't into this space yet, you will miss out. Simple as that. The earlier you get into crypto, the better off you'll be financially in the future. And I don't really recommend you get into like trading or day trading with crypto or anything like that. You will lose a lot of money trying to day trade crypto. It's really for experienced investors. So if if it is something that interests you, then obviously the sooner you get in, the better, because you'll have, more time to go through that learning curve before things really start to take off in the crypto market. But yeah, I don't really promote day trading or anything like that at all. It's really just dollar cost averaging in, investing into, diversified coins in the space, right? Some coins have different news, different things that come out with it, partnerships or adoptions that you'd want to move some money around from this coin to that coin, really build up a nice portfolio size through that strategy, as well as just buying into different coins, dollar cost averaging in throughout this bull market, and eventually seeing pretty awesome returns. If you have no idea how to make money with crypto, if you've never invested in crypto or anything like that, you can check out my Patreon channel. I have everything you need to get started on there. I'll have a link to it in the description below. If you watched to the end of the video, first off, thank you so much. And can you please let me know down below in the comment section if you like these types of videos where I just sit down unscripted and talk about things that are on my mind. My last Real Talk video, it was a bit longer than this one. I made this one a bit shorter. Let me know if you guys like these types of videos, and I'll keep making more of them. Make sure to watch my latest video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you want to see future content like this, and click the bell so you're notified when I post a new video. Drop a like and comment down below if you found the content informative. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. I'll have a link to it in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.